Hey everybody, welcome back to Planet Nomads. This is Michael. You know, I mentioned that I was going to do some stuff off camera here, building like a little airplane and stuff, and a longtime viewer, Isla Cruz, said, you know, hey, it's a shame I didn't get to see you build the wheeled vehicle. So I thought, you know what, well, let's go ahead and just do that real quick, just in case anybody else wants to see it as well. So I'm just going to basically do what I did before, except I kind of want a six-wheeled vehicle. So I'm going to build it up here on my little platform. I moved my ramp over because there's really nothing in that house there that's of much use to me anymore. Probably going to take it down and rebuild a base at some point. But I kind of have in my mind, now that I've looked at the block list here, the idea that maybe we should build a mobile base, because we have here a mobile base wheel, a large wheel for mobile fortresses, and also a large suspension. I gotta see how that works. But for now, let's just build a vehicle. So I put down and welded up the little jack there, and then I've got here, this is a 3x3 cockpit, and I'm just gonna stick it on there. Could put down a little base underneath it with these armor blocks. I know it's a little hard to see blocks on my toolbar here, but we've got an armor block here, which is just like a little guy. And in the list here, we have wedges and slopes and whatever, slope inverted, some curvy blocks and all that. We're just going to build straight up though. But I do want to build a nice platform here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay down a string of these guys, and then I kind of want to see how big. I am going to put this reactor on here because I kind of want to see how big it's going to need to be. So we need to rotate it. Let's see, which way do we want it to go? I want to put it so that the port is on the side. There we go, because you do have to attach the little switch to a port, and it might as well be reachable. So there's that, and I'm just going to weld these guys up, and I do have like all the materials over here in my box, I think. What do we got? Yeah, I should have enough to build this thing. Also have been refining some uranium, and so I've just switched over to this uranium plant entirely. There may come a time when we run out of it, but I've got plenty of it for right now, so I'm just going to use it. And I'm going to go ahead and put another row of these armor blocks. I don't really know what armor blocks, like, what if we were running with this reactor just attached to the cockpit, right, and it was on the ground? Could it get hit by a rock and damaged? I don't know. I haven't encountered any vehicle damage at this point, but there may be some in the future. I know, like space engineers, if you ram something, you're likely to break your blocks. It doesn't seem like there's any block damage in this game, except what you can do with your own weapon. Could be wrong about that, though, so don't quote me on it. Now, do we want a little bit of a front on this thing? I don't think we really need it. One thing I would like to add, though, is I've got another spot on my hotbar. There's a searchlight. And boy, driving around in the dark is no fun. So I'm going to take this front mount searchlight and put that guy right there. Yeah, cool. And then let's put some fuel in here. And then let's put the switch box on that little spot there and weld it up. Now, go into build mode. We're going to connect this guy up with power to the switch box. And then I'm going to save connecting that up until later. So let's get the suspension on here. Let's see. So we can just kind of pop those on. And how would we like the rear to go? Don't need a lot of room. Maybe this doesn't really need to be quite as long as I've got it here. I want to have a... Tell you what, we'll put them right there. And I think what I'll do, get these welded up. I'll go ahead and throw wheels on them. I think what I'll do is put just, usual little cargo containers here. I may leave this little bit back here for a bumper. I don't know what we'll do with it, but maybe we'll use it later. Okay, I'm going to pop these wheels on and see how they fall when you pop them on. So let's do that and weld them up. And all this stuff is basic tech. It doesn't require level 2 stuff, so pretty easy to build. I don't know about the airplane. We'll see about the flying vehicles soon. We'll see what we need to do with regard to getting those going. I do think they need some level 2 stuff, like the level 2 frames and plates. So I'm going to weld these guys up. And I guess I could change the settings before I get the wheels on, but I'm going to go ahead and put the wheels on. So, grab the wheels here. A little hard to see which targeting sometimes. You'll notice that all these are looking backwards, so we'll need to do something with that. I really don't have enough mechanical parts, huh? Huh, okay. Well, let's make a few more mechanical parts. Yeah, I don't know how many I clicked there. I clicked a lot. And could probably drop this down now, but one thing I think we can do is attach power. Never mind, let's don't do that until we get that other wheel welded up. I'm going to enter build mode here and go into the spring setting. I'm going to set these to moderate high. Yeah, I'm going to set them to high. There we go. Oops. And over here. Okay. My goodness, I keep hitting escape to get out of that. Okay. You don't need to exit that menu. You just need to move. Set those to high, and this one here. There we go, and we should be able to finish that wheel off now. Now we gotta power up the wheels, and then we have to set their direction and steering and all. So let's do that. Let's see, build mode, and then we go to C, connect power, and we can just do it like that. Come around to the other side. Okay, and then finally, let's power up this light here. And that's all the power connection we got to do. Now we got to change the direction. So we want these arrows going clockwise as we face the vehicle. So let's see, we change our direction that way. And then this guy is also going to have steering. So we want it to be steering, and I'm going to have the little steering arrow on the front. Otherwise we'll be kind of backward. Let's see, so we want this to drive that way. Oh, and you know what? While we're at it, let's change these to torque. Torque. Your mileage may vary. Literally, I don't know. You might like torque. You might like speed. I find torque is kind of important. So we'll change that to torque. That's going the right way already. We'll change that guy to torque, and then we'll change this guy to torque and set it to steering like that. And I think that is it. We got it powered up, so let's just remove that thing, jump in, and see how it works. Drive a little differently with 6 wheels, I reckon, but I'm not sure exactly why or how. Seems pretty good. Let's try going up the hill over here with 6 wheels. I should really test it out and take it into that pit there. See if I can get back out of it, but I don't want to risk it. Okay. Yeah, see how much this slows down when you start going up a hill? Let's pull over right here. Okay. Does it stop? Kind of tap the arrows and you can kind of get it stopped. Yeah, see on a hill. There's no parking brake on these bloody things. So we can kind of run into a tree. Oh. No, we're going to push it over. Did the car stay stopped? No, it still wants to roll. Oh boy, okay. Hang on. Can you stop moving, car? I really want to just... Yeah, I can't get it to stop. That's fine. I'll come up there and get that tree later, assuming it doesn't despawn. Hopefully I don't hit that tree. And there you go. There's a vehicle. So we got that. Doesn't mean I can drive it just because I built it, but we got it. And I want to try one more thing. Let's, at the very least, Stop. Stop. Exit. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the power in this thing. Power him down. I'll fill it up with fuel when I take it out for a spin. Okay, so let's see about building this hover vehicle thing. And we may need a lot more parts here, so maybe I should just get this guy making stuff. Let's see, maybe that many of those. And what do we got in frames and plates over here? We're going to need some more frames and plates. Maybe that much, and I don't know, but I think we're going to need a couple of these. And then hopefully we don't need too much in the way of advanced electronics, so I'm not sure I have enough parts for it. God, this is so bright. I'll be glad when we can paint blocks, by the way. Alright, let's try a different setup here. Let's grab a hover jack. See how that guy works. We got a cockpit still. We're going to need all of that stuff. We're going to need, we're not going to need suspension, and we're definitely not going to need a conveyor or a buggy wheel. So let's grab one of these air blades. And hover pad, I don't know, maybe for when we're on the ground almost. Let's just see how this thing works, because I don't really know. So why don't you want to build? It's not telling me I'm lacking anything. Do you not want to be on the ground over there? Huh, I'm not entirely sure. And that doesn't like... I'm totally out of range of my... No, not out of range of my conveyor. I swear I have some Mark II plating in here. I guess I do not have any Mark II plating. Okay, well let me wait while this stuff builds and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, hopefully I've gotten enough stuff. Let's try one more time to place this here. Why don't you want to go down there? I don't know why it doesn't want to go down there. The sad thing is that I don't want to be out of reach of... I want to be careful not to be out of reach of my conveyor thingy here. So let's just build it right here maybe. I'm going to pop that down and try to build it. Still says we're short of things. We're short... 2 SC electronic parts. I tell you what, forget this stupid thing. Let's try it with a regular jack. I think we can probably build it with a regular jack. So forget about it. I do have some of those bits making though at the moment, so let's try a regular jack instead. I think we can probably accomplish this. So perfectly normal parts here, and let's try a cockpit on top. Here we go. Hopefully I don't run out of anything else. Alright, there's a cockpit. Now, what do these wings look like? So we got the hover pad. Let's look at that. That's just a little guy. And he goes like on the side there. Okay. Let's skip that. Let's take a look at the wings. Oh, they're not so very big. I thought they were huge. Okay. So we need reinforced frames, which I didn't have in reach over there, but got them right there. So I don't know how many of these we need. Let's see. Oh my gosh, these need a lot of SC electronic parts. Yeah, and I have a few making, but I don't have that many. Got a couple over here. I'm making only 4. Yeah, we're gonna need like 4 more of them. And actually we might need 4 of these wings total, maybe? I don't know. We should have enough to build this one up here in a minute. And anyway, we're gonna want a reactor on top, so let's go ahead and do that. I think I could do that with parts I have. So let's see, we want you to rotate maybe that way. And I want to be able to see the side here. So rotate you like that. I'm just going to do basically the same layout as I did on the other one. So do that. We'll give it some fuel. And let's throw a switch box on while we're here. Okay, and I'll go ahead and connect the switch box there so that we can do that when we get ready. And maybe we don't need to have armor blocks the whole way across. What if we just have them on the edges? I'm starting to think weight is probably an issue for this thing, right? If we're actually simulating physics. So maybe we need to go even lighter than these. Maybe with the wedges or something? Possibly. Not entirely sure. And let me give a little bit of a lip here for putting some cargo containers on, which I forgot to do on the other truck out there. I didn't put any cargo containers on the back of it. Okay, can we build this yet? We can. Alright, that guy's all done. Do I have enough to build the other one? No, still working on it. Ought to be about done, though. Are we about done? No, not really. 19 seconds per. Yeah, okay, I'll tell you what. I'll come back when all of the pieces are built. But we'll go ahead and stick, I think, another one of these back here. We can go ahead and do that. At least. And so if we put it, put that one back one from the front. Let's try putting this one from the front as well. And have enough reinforced frame to do the rest. That's good. Gotta rotate you around like that. And I don't know, maybe that's good enough, maybe it's not. We may have to put some little hover pads on it, or we'll just set it right down on the ground. But anyway, I'll be back when I've got enough parts to maybe finish this thing. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, we got enough stuff? I don't know, maybe. Let's see here. Let me get out of this inventory screen and hopefully stay within range of my little guy there. Weld that one up. And then we'll see about hooking these things up to power. Hook up the spotlight. That. And that. And then let's see what sort of things we can do about this. Change direction. Set to steering. Set to grounded. And turn stabilization off. Alright. Let's set these front ones to steering. I don't quite know what that is. I feel like maybe that ought to be... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work. I might have these, you know, sort of misoriented. Oh, well, see, now that one goes right. Do I have this one attached differently? No, they seem to be attached the same way. What I'm wondering is, will I not have any forward thrust here? I'm feeling like this really should be turning the other direction. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out here. Change direction. I want to feel like that is the right way, like they would tip forward. And then, should these be steering as well? I guess they should be. Set to steering. Set to steering. And, are they pointing the different direction? They are. Let's get them pointing the right direction. I'm not sure which way is the right direction. We might have to flip it. But then these guys need to, I think, be that direction as well. I'm completely guessing here, guys. I don't know. And then this here. Yeah, that seems like the right direction. I hope. Now, do I cut this? I'm afraid this thing is gonna like fall and get hurt. No, it didn't. Okay, let's try. Yeah, we got no power. Am I standing on top of that thing? I am. So, do these need to maybe change direction? That is turn stabilization off. That is set to grounded. Set to hover. To grounded. Set to no direction. Doesn't appear to be providing any lift. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm gonna have to work on this a little bit. Let's try that way. And I'll try this one as well. That's kind of why I want to do this off camera, because I get to show what a derp I am if I don't know. No controls are doing anything. Oh! Okay, spacebar lifts. How do we go back down, though? Shift? Control for crouch. Okay, good. Alright, so let's exit. I don't want to end up marking this thing off funny, so it seemed like the back was picking us up. Let's check that out. Oops, we got a save in progress here. Give me a sec, guys. Alright, we're back. Let's see. So this seemed like it was working. It is facing the same. The lift or direction or whatever is exactly the same as the other one. So do I change the direction on this one? Let's try. Let's try changing the direction on these two front ones. So now you're pointing, yeah, same direction as that other guy. Alright, let's try this. Nope, that still lifts us in the back, which I don't want. So set us back down here. Yeah, I don't know, a little bit of an engineering thing to figure out. I'll work on this a little bit and see what it can do. Looks like we're at 81% power usage with those, though. So if I can figure out how to get it to work, it looks like we'll have enough power. So a little bit of playing to figure that out, and I'll be back next time around. It is an ugly beast, though, so I probably want to make something that looks a little cooler. And you may want to just throw a battery on it. Although, you know, I don't want to get out in the wild and get stranded, so we'll have to see. Alright, guys, thanks for joining me for Planet Nomads. I'll see you soon. Bye.